Hang on. We got to run it back. It's first win of the season. We got to run it back. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Friday night. You're hearing the victory music for the first time of the season, and that is because for the first time of the season, the Knicks get a win down in Atlanta, the place where you could always get your game back on track, maybe except for the playoffs. But coming off of a tough home opener against the Celtics, man, Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, the Knicks' big three would not be denied. This Knicks team was bombing away from downtown. Another solid night from downtown for the Knicks, 45%. Career high 8 threes made for Jalen Brunson on the way to 31 points. 26 for Broadway Barrett. 17 and almost a triple-double for Julius. And DiVincenzo with 16 off the bench, man. Wasn't a defensive affair, but certainly enough firepower to get the job done. And what is a Knick game without a cardiac Knick affair? Yes, they would have you tuning up your pacemaker to make sure that you knew this was the regular season. So it almost got ugly, but we got out of there with the win, man. 126 to 120. The orange and blue get back on track and head on to New Orleans to face Zion on the gang, man. CP the Franchise, JD Sports Talk on the ones and twos. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, if you're a diehard basketball fan, hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. And it's Friday night, man. Let's pour up. Let's pour up, JD. Cheers, man. The first win of the season. Oh, you going vino tonight. You going a little aristocratic on me tonight. All right. No. Yeah, hey, do your thing. Whatever you into, man. I'm on the scotch. Cheers, Mike.
Because it was about to get ugly.
Oh my gosh.
I was getting ready, and then they almost blew it, and I said, "Oh God, do I have to go on KnicksFanTV for this?"
What is a Knick game without a cardiac Knick affair? But hey, this is our team. This is the team that we love, man.
Oh, it feels so good.
Mm-hmm. Feels great. Salute to everybody in the chat. We early tonight, man. Early. We're ready. We're prepared. A lot to talk about, man. You know, one of the things I was talking about was that, especially with Jalen Brunson, it's like you rarely see him have back-to-back bad games. You go back to last year, every time he throws up a stinker, he comes back strong. And in this game, it was just that. And it's not to say that his shot selection or anything was a little bit different than the Boston game. I thought in the Boston game, it's just a lot of his shots just weren't falling. The approach was still the same. But I thought that, check. Somebody said my mic is low. No, mic is good. Yeah, listen, I thought he was just torching the Nets, man. You could just see which direction he was headed in from the first half. He was lighting it up, and that would just continue, man. 31 points for Brunson, 8 made threes. I thought he was great, and shout out to RJ. Those are my two guys tonight, man. RJ was terrific tonight, carrying over from the Boston game. 26 points for RJ, 9 of 15 from the field. Well, my favorite stat, bro, 6 assists. My favorite stat is 6 assists because what I've been looking for RJ Barrett, again, it's only game 2, but you've seen it now. Better attacks to the basket. Don't be so predictable. Don't just show the defense that I'm going full steam ahead to the basket to try to get this layup. Make the extra pass. Find the open man. Make your reads. And hey, how about a stop and pop mid-range from the baseline, Jimmy Butler-esque, when you thought they were going to put the game away? I loved RJ Barrett's approach tonight, man. What were your thoughts?
Man, it kind of feels like they needed this win tonight, man. It's strange vibes I got going into tonight. You know, you're talking about a team that after tonight, you know, in just, I guess, a few hours, they have to get on a flight and go to New Orleans, and they'll be playing on NBA TV later tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And then they go to Cleveland. Then they come back home to Cleveland. Then they go to Milwaukee.
It's tough.
Then they come back home to play the Clippers. And now you're going to start seeing some national television games against Cleveland, against Milwaukee. So you couple that with the fact that also CP, I was saying this. This is newfound territory for this team where going into the season, day one, there's expectations.
Right.
Like expectations have arrived for this team, and you look at them losing the first game, with some of the top players not playing well. And tonight, when you look at the schedule, tonight felt like a game that I don't want to say must win, but it's like we got to have this win.
Yeah, yeah.
And boy, did they respond. They came out early, playing very well, and that was the first positive sign for me is how after that game against the Celtics, you come out on the road and you play this well early, which was also the home open of the Hawks. And the Hawks, they have not lost in 5 years their home openers. They're 5-0 in the last 5 years. Trae Young's been there for 6. And so when you look at that and the way that they played, it was a very, very good game. And you talked about, Jalen Brunson and him having a bad game last game. You had tweeted that, and I quote tweeted, and I said, that's what all-stars do.
Yep.
And today was an important game for him as well because he is also trying to stamp his all-star status. And you can't come out here having a slow start to the season. And then I'll go to RJ, CP, and I think he's been the most positive development of this team early. And I know it's only 2 games, but it's because of this. RJ has gotten off to slow starts almost every year. And I've said how we can't just accept that. Like you can't just say, okay, he's gonna get off to a slow start. Let's wait till game 20 and then he'll get it going. No. Enough of that. You just had a great playoff run. Let's build on that. He's done that. Played well against the Celtics. And tonight, man, you can make an argument. He had his best all-around game. You can make an argument in terms of like important game. This could be his best game because every time he had the ball, CP, he had impact on the game. And it felt like all of his plays, all of his possessions, all of his shots were important parts of the game, important possessions. And so he responded to that. Great game by RJ Barrett, great game by Brunson, and great win for the New York Knicks.
Man, I just loved his approach. I loved how he was attacking. I loved his patience out there. And I loved how he was passing it, man. Right after that nice mid-range to put the Knicks up by 4, he drives to the rim, loses a ball, gets it back, and instead of trying to force it back up, finds Julius Randle for a corner 3, puts the Knicks up by 7. Now, you think that they're going to wrap up the game by that time, not for a couple of boneheaded plays by Quentin Grimes and Jalen Brunson, they could have, but I love that sequence there. RJ with the mid-range, RJ to Julius for 3. I love that. I like Julius's approach tonight. It didn't come out on the point side, but I thought he was very patient and very diligent in his attacks, read the double teams properly, made the right plays off the double teams, and his teammates rewarded him, man. I thought Julius was really good. He found RJ a couple of times for 3 on the catch and shoots. He found Brunson a couple of times. He found DiVincenzo a couple of times. So great job by Julius, just taking what the defense gave him, and he had a great game. 17 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. And so when you think about, just team playing for each other and making each other better, 9 assists for Julius Randle, quickly 6 off the bench. He had 6 for RJ, 5 for Brunson, 30 assists overall for the Knicks on 43 made field goals. I liked Randle's game today. I like Randle's game tonight.
A outstanding game. I would say this is the type of game that many, and the type of role that a lot of people feel is his best role for the way this team is constructed. In terms of, he only took, was it 10 shots? Was it 10 shots he took tonight?
He took 10 shots.
10 shots in 34 minutes, right? 3 of 7 from 3. So nothing, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Nothing felt, really forced.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I've been impressed with him so far early, CP, and I know it's only 2 games, but have you noticed like his demeanor, his attitude on the floor? He's like more even keeled. He's more composed. You would think after, national TV game against the Celtics, and I didn't mention this, but I was impressed because, in the losing effort, sometimes, the analysis is a little different, but, him going off a 522 shooting night on national television, even against the Celtics, I didn't see any moment where I'm like, oh, that's the old Randle right there.
Yeah.
Look at his face. Look at his facial expression. Look, he's frustrated. He has his head down. None of that. And he stayed true. We lost. He didn't have a good shooting night, but he stayed composed. And tonight he did the same thing. So that tells me that he's coming into the season with a more relaxed and it seems to be an improved mindset. And that has translated to a good game tonight. With he almost had a triple double.
Yeah.
And the other thing is he had some great moments there. There was a moment where if you look on the second quarter, it was like 55 seconds left. He had the ball and he had Quentin Grimes wide open right away. Took him a little longer to make the decision. He passed it to Grimes. Now, Grimes missed the three, but that's because he took a little too long to give him the ball. The next possession, when it was like 1 second left, he grabbed the rebound and he did not think, gave it to RJ. RJ had that dunk to end the second quarter. And I thought right there, you're learning from one possession to the next in terms of making quicker decisions with the basketball. And he played good defense as well. He's not credited with a block, but I could have sworn he had a block in the paint there. Great all-around game by Julius Randle. This is the type of game that we need him to have moving forward. There's going to be nights where we're going to need him to take more shots, but this team, it's a pretty deep team, so there's going to be enough shots for everyone to have.
True indeed, man. Good game by Julius Randle. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Shout out to our franchise channel members in the building. Salute to Gamba the Bard, who just gifted a membership to Kai W. So welcome, Kai W, to the franchise channel members. $10 super chat from the Rhyme Animal. Chuck D says the play in our first 10 games, RJ is playing into his body. His ability to play 2, 3, 4 replaces the Obi loss, in my opinion. Hopefully Grimes flows with this and gets rewarded. Julius has to be this vet here. Absolutely. Just like you said, JD. Julius has to be that guy. Shout out to the Rhyme Animal, Chuck D. So to everybody in the chat, man, call us up, 657-383-1509, or you could hit us up on the KFTV Discord with your reactions to the game. Who else we got here? How about Mitch? How about Mitchell Robinson tonight? Block Nest Monster. 7 points, 13 rebounds, but 4 steals and 4 block shots. And I thought he did a good job just trying to disrupt that pick and roll and their version of the Gotham Lob between Clint Capella and Trae Young. I thought Mitchell Robinson did a good job in terms of just being a disruptor there, especially late. Because late in that game, after the Knicks were turning the ball over, they tried it again for the alley-oop, and Mitchell Robinson was able to break that play up. So I thought Mitch was timely in terms of his defense. It wasn't an overall outstanding defensive game by the team. I mean, both teams shot the lights out of the ball, but I thought in time, when they needed him to, Mitchell Robinson got the stops that they needed him to.
4 steals and 4 blocks, 8. Man, that's impressive. And you see a CP. He is just able to do more when he is facing the opposing center when they're not a stretch player. Right? Like you see the difference where you have to go up against Porzingis. You have to be a little further away from the basket. You're tested more in the picks. You have to be on point in terms of your foot speed and getting out to the perimeter. But against a Capella, you saw it in the Cavs series, against a Jared Allen, a Evan Mobley, guys that are going to be closer to the paint. It allows him to be a quarterback of the defense.
That's right.
And that allows him to get, 6 offensive rebounds, 13 defensive. And that's why I think, remember that series where we said, man, if Mitch was there when we lost to the Hawks,
right,
might have been a different series. And, Trae Young gets all this hype, but just look at Trae Young's recent games against the Knicks. He hasn't been all that efficient, man. Yeah. And he gets hyped up because of that one shot. But if you look at those games when Mitchell Robinson has played, Trae Young has trouble around the basket. And now that the Knicks have upgraded their perimeter defense, guys like Trae Young, the DeJounte Murray, those guys are great at getting to the basket. But then now you have Mitch down there to alter shots. So he was key in many ways outside of the box scores. Just tonight, he was able to show you his value off the box score. And obviously on the box score with, an impressive night all around. The funny thing about him though is CP, and I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like his conditioning, it has to always, like, to start the year, there's always a process with
Ramp
it.
up.
Yeah, because it's like it's so weird because it's like in preseason we're talking about, oh, he looks stronger, he looks
Yeah,
bigger, he
yeah.
looks more athletic, and he does. But it seems like when he goes through a stretch of minutes, he gets a little bit tired to go, to start the season. So I'm hoping that, as he continues to get run, let's see, what type of night he has tomorrow. His condition, will improve.
Absolutely, man. And it seemed like both starting units got out to some fast starts and then got winded as the game progressed. But Mitch certainly had his strong game. Then Ihart off the bench complimented him. Ihart with 8 points off the bench. How about DiVincenzo, man? 16 points for Dante, getting back into his groove. 3 of 5 from downtown where they need him to be. 1 steal, 1 block, 1 assist, 2 boards, 6 of 10 from the field. What'd you think about Dante tonight?
For some reason, a lot of people were worried about him.
Yeah, after the one game. After the one
Yeah,
game,
like
it's
like a
crazy.
lot of people were worried about him. And it was like, wait, hold on. I think we learned our lesson with Hartenstein, right?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it took him some time to just get in the groove and adjust. And I know people look at the whole Villanova guys. That's just past.
Yeah.
They're not in Villanova anymore. Just because he knows Josh Hart and he knows Jalen Brunson doesn't mean that from day one, because they're texting off the court. No, that doesn't mean. I mean, there's other players on the court that he has to get used to. Grimes is not from Villanova. Hartenstein is not from Villanova. RJ's not from Villanova. Like, there is an adjustment period that has to happen. And so, I'm to be honest, I wasn't even expecting a great game for him tonight. I was thinking, this is going to take a little bit more time. But then again, we talked about Brunson, right? Championship pedigree. Tough game, comes back tonight, bounces back. Dante DiVincenzo, championship pedigree, playoff winner, 39% from 3 last season. Has a tough first night, comes back tonight, bounces back. And he had some big shots. He had
Big
some
shots.
long threes,
Yeah.
nothing but the bottom of the net. You saw the defense, you saw the high IQ, and you even at the end, once Grimes had that turnover, Tibbs like, oh hey, Dante, get back in there. Like, he
Yeah,
was gonna
yeah.
go to the veteran guy
Yeah.
in a big spot. Whatever happened, Tibbs told him then after he was standing just to go back. Maybe he just wanted to give Grimes a little bit more confidence. But this is what you get from a player like him off the bench. And if he gets going like this, you see where quickly could have a little bit of a
Yeah.
of a step back night,
Right,
and
right,
he could
right.
like, this is now you're starting to see where the Knicks, at least in the regular season, can win a lot of these games because of their depth, especially their perimeter depth.
Big
So
time.
great game by Dante, and hoping he can continue that tomorrow.
Yeah, good job by him. Even though he continues to miss those bunnies around the rim, man. I had to look at his.
What's up with that?
I had to look at his frequency at his accuracy numbers at the rim just in previous years, and they haven't been that great. I don't know if it's the short arms or what is the case. He likes to try to go off for those like scoop shots, like behind his back, and those kind of seem to go off. Last year with Golden State, he shot 63% at the rim. That was in the 46th percentile. The year before that, in 42 games combined between Milwaukee and Sacramento, he's about 46% at the rim, which is good for like in the teens percentile. First year was third one. The year before that, 2020, 2021, shot 54% from at the rim, which is 17th percentile. So amongst his peers, not a efficient
You know what it
play
could
at the
be?
rim.
You notice he has a little bit of a like a flair to his layup package. Like,
Yeah.
he does these little like funny movements, like, like AI Kyrie. Like, he does these little, like, he doesn't. It's not like simple.
Right.
He always does his little like quirky stuff and to make it look stylish, right? And I think sometimes, as a guard, if you're not efficient there, you might want to make that minor adjustment and keep it fundamentally simple. And I think with his little style, that can cause some of those, additional misses that kind of alter his percentages.
No question about it, man. Let's go to the phones here with the people. Got to say, I'm going to go to Nasir from LI first, and then VA Nick, you're on deck. So VA Nick on the Discord, get ready. Nasir, let's go.
What's going on, guys? Nasir from Massapequa. I just wanted to say I'm hyped after today's game,
Okay.
and I'm hyped because I'm grateful for the team. And this is what I want to break down for Knicks fans. And I guess I'm a middle-aged Knicks fan. I'm about like 30 years old, so I've been through the Stephon Marbury age. I don't go all the way back to the Patrick Ewing, but I've been through the struggles of seeing going for stars, Carmelo, Stat. You see on Twitter sometimes there's memes of our lineups that we've had in 2011, and it's just mind-boggling. And we have to realize that the defending champs are the Nuggets, and look at how they built. They built within. They took their time. They didn't really go out for stars. They obviously have Jokic. I'm not trying to compare us to the Nuggets.
You kind of sliding right over that important fact.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm trying to get at is the fact that we have continuity and we have such a deep team. Because look, we play the Pelicans tomorrow. Now we have people who are going to be tired, but now we have a deep team to go against them. So we actually, thinking about it, going for a star, doing all that, killing the depth, killing the continuity, this is what we need. And our guys are young. Like, we have time for them to grow and get better. So I'm actually just happy. I think we have a good team. I think we ride it out for a few years. Obviously, something's going to shake up. But honestly, going for Embiid, gutting the team, we saw what happened with the Nets. We see what happens. We're all hyping all the Bucks and stuff, and they're great, but we haven't seen a chip yet. It takes time. We wanted Jaylen Brown, right? Everyone was saying Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown has Jason Tatum for years, and they haven't won the chip. So people, every time a superstar comes up, let's get him. No, let's hold off. And the last point I'll make is Julius Randle. Okay. Julius Randle is someone I've had a love-hate relationship with. I think that's how New York is. But I really respect him. And if you compare him again to the Nuggets, I'm comparing Aaron Gordon. All right? Let's just compare Julius Randle to Aaron Gordon. I personally think Julius Randle is better than Aaron Gordon. All right? I think he could do more. He has a little bit more in his package. But if he plays a little bit more like Aaron Gordon, like a fit, like a Josh Hart, like he did today, I think this team could really, top three, stay top three. And then, we just add maybe, I'm not throwing it out there, OG or something in the future. All right. But we leave it at that. But I'm just saying,
Appreciate the call, man. I'm going to keep it pushing and land this plane. So he wants to move it forward with the team. He's feeling very enthusiastic about the team. Rate that call in the chat, good people in the chat. Rate that call in the chat for the first time in the 2023-24 season. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. Is it tomatoes or is it fire emojis? What do you guys think? Look, you can always make the case for keeping it as is and seeing where it grows. We know that. But we know that Leon disagrees with you. And they're eventually going to go out there and go get that big fish. That's why they stockpiled all the assets. So it's good to see them be competitive. Absolutely. It's good to see them be competitive. But in the long term, they're going to be looking to get that big star. The thing is with Julius Randle, he can't afford to be Aaron Gordon, the Aaron Gordon with the Nuggets. That's two different things, right? The reason why Aaron Gordon works for the Nuggets is because he doesn't have to be that guy that he was for that Orlando wanted him to be, which was either he was number 4 or number 7, or Julius number 4, number 7 in that draft. But point is, he doesn't have to be that top 10 draft pick with those expectations for the Nuggets. He can be their role player, a glue guy, a multi-positional defender. Yes, a guy that's still going to catch the lobs and knock down some threes here and there, but he doesn't have the pressure of having to be number 1 or number 2. Jokic and Murray takes that pressure off him. Michael Porter Jr. takes that pressure off him. He can be that guy. Julius can't afford to be that here. He's got to be more, but that includes not just scoring, but making his teammates better as well and playing some defense.
And the easy way to make that comparison is just simple. If you switch those players, the Nuggets could still be the same championship contender. You put Aaron Gordon on this team, I don't know that the Knicks are better.
That's right.
Because for this team, Julius, you may need more than what Aaron Gordon is currently giving you. out on the Nuggets. That's why the beautiful thing about this game is you discuss fits, is what fits and roles. That's why that's important in basketball. And the last thing I'll say to that point, CP, to his call is, listen, you can't get complacent. I get it. No. Let's not get, you know what I mean? Like, you need the star. And the main reason you need the star is just look at Quickly. Had an amazing game one. A star has arrived, contract year, and then tonight he goes 4 for 14, 1 of 9 from 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, those are the reasons why you need the star, is because for the most part, they show up on most nights. Whereas those secondary players, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get from a night-to-night basis.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, you just talked about at the beginning of the show how daunting this schedule is going to be. It is a true gauntlet. So it's very important to, when you have a team like the Hawks, a team that on paper and on the court, the Knicks are better than, you got to go out there and handle your business. You can't afford a letdown type of game. It's, even though the Celtics game was tough to digest, it's still the Celtics. You still respect them, and they are a better team than the Knicks. And so, yes, no, you don't want to live with the loss, but it's easier to live with that loss than a loss to the Hawks if you're not showing up and playing your best. So you got to win that game. Now, we'll see what happens on Saturday. To the Discord we go. VA Nick, go ahead and unmute your mic.
Hey, salute. What's up, man? Look, man, this is KnicksFanTV, man. Let's stop talking about Aaron Gordon. As long as we're not talking about his rapping, we good. The question I have for you, man, is, like, do you think what we're seeing on RJ is sustainable? Because the reality of it is, this is, like you said earlier, this is more of what Julius Randle is. He's a dynamic 3 in terms of, like, we're not depending on him to, like, shoot and score and all this, but, like, if he can read the defense, facilitate a little bit, give us points here and there. And if RJ is able to be, like people call him, Star J, I think this fits. So I would love to see your thoughts or get your thoughts around, like, hey, is this more of a reality, or is this, hey, like, he's just got off to a good start so far?
I think based on his track record, this is year 5, and he's been 4 years of inconsistency. This is, hey, let's see what happens. For real. We got to just sit and see what happens. But however, I just like the approach. I think he's making some great passes out there. I loved how he was running with the second unit out there.
I like that.
He just looks good.
He hit DiVincenzo on the little back door. That was nice. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I rolled out of my chair when he hit the mid-range bunny.
Oh man,
I was like,
beautiful, beautiful.
RJ,
this is everything we've been looking for over the years. Now let's see what happens tomorrow. That's going to be his nickname. Let's see what happens tomorrow.
That's his new nickname. I like
Quick's
that.
nickname is Get Money. RJ is let's see what happens tomorrow.
What happens tomorrow?
That's it.
I like that.
Salute,
man. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks
man.
for the call, man. Good to hear from you, bro.
All right, man.
And RJ Barrett, New York Knicks that are 23 years old or younger with 20-plus points in each of the team's first 2 games. He's the third one. Kristaps Porzingis did it in 2017, and then Bill Cartwright did it back in 1980. So
there you go.
Another little accolade milestone for him as a 23-year-old player now on the Knicks.
Now the one on the book. Shout out to RJ Barrett, man. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel, and throw an emoji in the chat, man. We got damn near 2,000 people in the chat right now. Throw an emoji in the chat. Let us know how you guys are feeling. Knicks get their first win of the season with a 126-120 win over the Atlanta Hawks. An offensive affair, ladies and gentlemen, man. Knicks came out the gates hot, shot like 53% from the field by the half. Yeah, Jalen Brunson with 31 points, 8 made 3-pointers for Jalen Brunson, a career high. We just talked about RJ Barrett, man. 26 points for RJ, 5 assists, 9 of 15 shooting from the field, 3 of 5 from downtown. A great all-around game from RJ Barrett. And the Knicks will now look to make it 2 in a row as they head down to the Bayou and take on Zion and the New Orleans Pelicans, man. Let's talk about it. Absolutely.
When you get to this level, CP, all these games are like exciting.
Yeah.
Right? Celtics, Hawks. Now I'm ready for the Pelicans.
Now we're ready. Now we are ready to go. So let's see how they fare there. Should be an interesting game, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. Another event I'm looking forward to, ladies and gentlemen, which was just announced on the KnicksFanTV page today. Jalen Brunson's in person autograph signing, ladies and gentlemen, this Thursday. No, not this Thursday. Thursday, November 9th, Jalen Brunson live and direct meet and greet at Dave & Buster's at Palisades Center. And it is hosted by yours truly, CP the Franchise. Yeah, hosted by CP the Franchise. Jalen Brunson, a night to remember, man. Make sure you guys come through to this event. It is going to be a blockbuster. Go to halloffamesignings.com to get your tickets. halloffamesignings.com to get your tickets, man. Shout out to our sponsors. I want to definitely shout out our sponsor, Forzano Law Firm. Been working with those guys for a number of years now. Those are my guys. Shout out to David and Anthony for backing us on this event. And it's going to be a good one, man. Jalen Brunson, CP the Franchise, and the fans. Gonna be a great one, man, at Dave & Buster's out there in West Nyack at the Palisades Center. So very much looking forward to that one. Once again, go to halloffamesignings.com and get your tickets. Rick Pennington in the chat says I'll be there. So let's do it.
Them CAA connections are hitting right now.
It's it's
behind the scenes, them connections. RJ over here texting him and. You're doing private events and private parties with Leon Rose and the Worldwide West. Man.
No, I didn't go to that party. I was invited to the CAA party at Summer League. I declined. I declined. It was a little too, a little too chummy. And I said,
coached by Johnny Bryant?
Yeah.
Woo, man.
It's interesting. Things are unfolding, man. Things are unfolding. So definitely looking forward to that event and hoping to see you guys there. So make sure you tap in with it. Make sure you guys tap in with it. Shout out to TM in the chat. All right, let's go back to the phones, man. Benji from Manhattan. Benji, what's good? How you feeling?
What's up, CP? What's up, JD?
What's good, man? You sound like you got your librarian voice on, man. Who are you hiding from in the hallway, man?
It's hard not making noise, but anyway, I'm super excited about how we played tonight. I think, like in the opener, we didn't play well, and the silver lining was that we played a really good team, and so we could have beaten them if Julius and Julius and Brunson played well. But tonight, man, I think we looked a lot more cohesive. Big plays from Dante, from iHeart.
Yeah.
And the three-point shooting, man, is not something we're used to. We made 38 threes in the first two games.
Yep.
Dante with a huge lift. It's amazing, man. I was on Twitter, yesterday in a couple spaces, man. People were talking so negatively about Dante, man.
One game.
They were talking about him
one game.
They were saying he's trash, the contract's bad. It's come on, man. Give the guy a second. He's got a good.
We're talking about the mid-level exception here, people. The mid-level exception.
Yeah.
Back in the day, just a couple years ago, that contract was worth $7-8 million. This is what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, you got Bruce Brown at 22.5 per. You got J.D. McDaniels at 31 million per. Come on, let's realize we got a good guy to space the floor. If he can just keep people honest and space the floor and have these games where he drops, 12 to 15 points and gives us a lift, that it's worth it. Among other things. But yeah, I think with this schedule, tonight was key just to kind of get, even though 0-2 is not, the end of the world, I think people would have started to get a little bit antsy with this team. So yeah, I'm super excited, man. I think I like everything that we're doing. I thought Randle played really under control tonight.
Yeah,
I like when he plays out of the double out of the post and kind of looks to facilitate and make that extra pass as opposed to rushing shots.
Yeah.
So I think I was good, man. And my last point is RJ. RJ, if this is the RJ, if this is the true RJ, then I said to you in person, man, he's the X factor. He gets us to that next level. He's averaging 25 points a game right now. Let's see if he keeps it up tomorrow. Going to be a tough game. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Just got to wait and see, man. You just don't know. It's way too early, man. It's 2 games. People writing off DiVincenzo already. It's 1 game.
But the thing is, this is not the normal fan base. You have some fan bases that they just show up, when the season starts. The Knicks fan base, they're tuned in, sold out, preseason game 1. And since he had a shaky preseason, sometimes you bring that energy over to the season, and then it's come on, chill.
We gotta chill, man.
Benji's few words when he first started the phone call, I'm like, man, He said he was excited. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
He sounded like us after the after quickly turned that ball over and then we almost blew it. That's the energy that I had at that point.
Facts. So to everybody in the chat, man, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel, man. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. We'll shout you guys out. Let's shout out some of the super chats that have come in so far. Our guy Chico Fernandez, $10 super chat. Shout out to Chico, man. Came through to the watch party at the Dean. Shout out to everybody that was at the Dean tonight. He goes, shout out to the Knicks. A nice bounce back win. Loving RJ's game right now. Great time at the Dean. Met the legend Chuck D and my kids loved it. 50 burger. JD, get the grill ready. I'm out the window. There we go. Shout out to Chico Fernandez, man. Shout out to Chico Fernandez.
What's your win prediction for this season?
I said 48.
You always
scared, I said
48. Come on. I hate when y'all do that. You always want to be close just because the number 50, just in case. It's like nobody's gonna say nothing if it's It's funny if it's 48 or 49. It's like okay, but if it's 50 and you say and I say 50 and they win 49, it's like JD, oh my God, you said 50. It's like a bigger reaction. So I get why you didn't want that pressure. But
hey, I said 48.
We gonna hit 50 this year.
Is that your TM said we never got your prediction this year?
SNY, I said 51, but after a few days, Dexter Henry, he caught me a little hype on the moment. I went down 1, so I'm down to 50.
All right, there you go. 50 burgers. And speaking of 50 burgers, did you say you came out a winner tonight on Underdog Fantasy?
Oh man,
Talk about it,
man. Well, last night, no, it was when was it? Wednesday. Wednesday. Your boy won $200, and tonight I'm up to $200, and I might win another. Hold up. I'm gonna tell you right now live. I might win another 120.
Oh, there you go.
I have Julius Randle higher, 8.5 rebounds. I have. First of all, that's a lock. I'm telling you right now. If y'all are Underdog Fantasy,
the Randle rebounds are locks.
Randle 8.5 Wednesday, Randle 8.5 today. That's a lock. Mitchell Robinson 8.5 rebounds and assists. How about that? They're giving you even the assists. That's a lock. He had 14 rebounds tonight. And I have John Collins, another lock. He has 4 rebounds in the second quarter, and the line for him is 5.5. He just had 11 on the opener. Come on, guys. Y'all got to sign up. Promo code KFTV. This is easy money. I played $20 to get 120. I just need 2 more rebounds from John Collins in 2 quarters, and I'm up 120. And I got, I played 2 other tickets. I showed you. I sent it to you. On some serious, not even trying to promo it. Yo, CP, you know what's crazy about Underdog Fantasy is the nonstop specials.
Yo, yeah.
Like what I showed you, the one with Donovan Mitchell. As soon as Darius Garland was announced out, they put a flash sale for 30 minutes. They've done 4 flash sales today. They call it a flash sale. So if someone gets hurt, and they'll automatically drop somebody's overall. Like, for example, Cam Johnson was announced out. They put Mikal Bridges from 25.5 to 18 points for 30 minutes. So you had the opportunity to get him for 18 points. Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland was announced out. Donovan Mitchell goes for 30 minutes. I think he went down from 31 points to 27. He had 43 tonight.
There you go.
So, guys, sign up and just put your notifications on. This, I feel like Underdog structure allows you good opportunities to actually win some cash.
Once again, go to underdogfantasy.com. Use promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match on your deposit of up to $500. They're gonna match, so they are opening their wallets up, man. Once again, we got 2,000 people in the chat. Give a like for that Knicks win, and throw a hashtag new in the chat if you guys are new here, man. Welcome to all new viewers, and to make sure you guys tap in. Number 1 show for the fans by the fans. Tristan from New Jersey. Tristan, first time caller. Let's go. How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. We got a dub. We looking good.
Yes, sir.
Tough win. One thing I wanted to point out is Julius Randle's maturity. Previous seasons, if he was having a bad game, he would hold his head down. He would try to fight quickly. He would just take our team out of the game if he was having a bad game. Now you can see how he's just carrying himself with a complete different composure, and it is just excellent to see. You know, I honestly didn't think he had it in him to become a grown man in the off season, but he's proven me wrong. I'm loving DiVincenzo. He's looking good. It's going to be a long season, but so far so good. You know, these guys are balling. I just wanted to rapid fire. I'm just proud of Julius. That's
nice,
what I'm
man.
saying. If he's having a bad game, he's not taking us out of the game, and it's great to see.
First time caller, man.
Man.
First time caller, man. How'd you find us, man? What's your Knicks Fan TV history?
Oh, I've been with you guys for years. I'm just a lurker. You know what I mean? This night, I just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And plus, I don't think I ever have any interesting things to say. Everybody always says the good stuff ahead of me. But this game, I had to give Julius his flowers. You know what I'm saying? I spend too much time hating on him. You know.
The Julius apology tour in game 2. Okay, no doubt.
Yeah, it starts now. But hey, it's, like I said, it's still a long season.
Yeah.
He still got to prove me wrong, but I hope he doesn't. Him and RJ. Keep up the good work, guys.
There you go, man.
Thank you for taking my call again.
Tristan from New Jersey, appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. Man
said he's a lurker.
I was about to say he was a lurker.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I was a little off guard, but you know.
Yeah.
Bobby Tachio says a lurker with flowers, so all right, no doubt. Shout out to Tristan, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys. Hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Throw a share button, share it out there on Twitter. Let's see if we can double up our viewers, man. Let's see if we can get 4,000 in here. We got 2,000 in here. Let's see if we can get 4,000.
You know what I liked about tonight's game as well, on a low-key note, is Jalen Brunson. I want him to win these individual point guard matchups on his way to an all-star campaign, right? Like, this is now the year for him to stamp himself. He goes against Trae Young tonight, and he outplays Trae Young.
Oh yeah.
Again. So those that keep trying to debate, I'm telling you, you give me Jalen Brunson over Trae Young. The Hawks now, you know, they're gonna have a interesting season in terms of, I think there's a lot going there if they don't have a great year. But him being able tonight, you know, he set a new career high with 8 3-pointers. And the Knicks made 93 CP to 3 quarters. That's a franchise. That's their most in franchise history to 3 quarters. They ended the game with 23s. They went 1 for 9 in the fourth quarter. They had 19 to 3 quarters. That's a franchise mark. But Jalen Brunson, you know, being the second player in Knicks history with 30 points, 5+ assists, and 8+ threes. Only Latrell Sprewell did that in 2002 against the Milwaukee Bucks. So continuing to rack up these little milestones and winning your matchups. You know, you saw Spoelstra. A lot of people were saying, how did this guy not make an all-star team? Yeah. And I said, you got to stamp it year 2 in New York. You have a lot of national TV games this season. This is the opportunity to do so. So great step in that direction, because we need him to represent us in the all-star game, especially this year, CP, that's going back to East and West, which I think it's actually going to be more fun.
You think so?
Yeah, man. You don't remember them days with Marbury and AI versus Jason Kidd and stuff, like going to school trying to trash talk if you were going for the East or the West? It's better than this draft. I feel like nobody cares.
You know,
remember those conversations about, you know, who was the better conference, the East or the West, who had the better guards? And I just felt like from a conference standpoint, there was more competitive juice in the 90s with the East versus West than them trying to do this draft stuff now.
I went on NBA Report and said this, and for you guys at home, shameless plug, go to youtube.com/@the NBA Report. I like it going back to the format. I like it going back classic if they choose to treat it as such.
That's the key.
Right? Because it don't matter if we do East versus West, North versus South, big 3, 3-on-3, 1-on-1. If they don't take it serious, it's just going to be formalities. And now you got the opportunity. I mean, you look at the West. You saw LeBron and KD last night. You threw Luka Doncic in that mix. You throw Jokic in that mix. Murray, SGA, you know, you name Chef Curry. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard. I mean, the West is loaded. It's gonna be crazy, man. But look, for the East, I hope it is. I hope it is Jalen Brunson. You know, every one of those rankings, and I don't take rankings too seriously. I really don't care much about them. But I just found it interesting that literally every one of them had Trae Young over Jalen Brunson this year. You saw that?
Yeah.
Literally everyone had Trae Young over Jalen Brunson. I'm just like, yo, you just watched this man cook in the playoffs all season long, 47 wins. What more did he need to do to garner respect? Where did Trae Young come from to earn that when, number one, he got labeled as a coach killer last year? The Hawks were dead trash. Mm-hmm. And he still gets the respect. It's weird. It's kind of weird.
Bro, literally, Jokic, Murray, and Brunson were the players that gave Spoelstra the biggest headaches in the playoffs.
Right. Yeah.
So, and give me Brunson. Absolutely, man. I mean, you saw it tonight, the inefficiency with Trae Young. And sometimes, you know, and now you see with the rule changes, he should have been called for a flop, though. I hope the NBA finds him.
Yeah.
Because
Dante got called for a flop.
Dante got called for a flop.
Yeah.
And I didn't think that was a flop.
I didn't think that was anything crazy. They went off.
So, you know, the rule changes, I think, affect them a little bit. You know, just 2-3 shots.
Yeah.
You go from a 45% shooter to a 40% shooter. And I think the rule changes, and now with the flops, you know, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for guys like Trae Young to be efficient in the NBA.
For sure. For sure, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. 126-120. Knicks beat the Hawks. Jalen Brunson, 31 points, 5 assists, 8 3-pointers made, a career high for Brunson. 26 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds for our guy, RJ Barrett. And the scotch I'm drinking is fantastic. All right, so call us up, 657-383-1509 is the number to call, or you can hit us up on the KnicksFanTV Discord. But I gotta shout out our guy, John Shin, with a $100 super chat, man. John Shin showing love. Says, love you guys. Excited to start the new season listening to you all while waiting for the 7 train that's always broken. Quick PSA to respect each other while we are commuting to and from work. Absolutely. Let's go Knicks, and to the grind the entire KFTV team goes through. Shout out to John Shin, man. Appreciate the support. Big time supporter of the show. Sends us words of encouragement all the time, whether it's DMs or email or these super chats, man. So we appreciate John Shin and his support. And definitely keep it rocking, man. Shout out to John Shin.
CP, I think, let me give props to Tom Thibodeau.
Hold on 1 second. Hang on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
You see,
wait a second.
He's not even the topic.
Did you just hear that?
Bro, he's not even the topic, so you can't say this was free. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not following no other comments and following up and say, no, let me give him some props.
Okay.
He made what could have been the coaching move of the game, and the game goes so fast in the moment. As a fan, you might not pick that up, but when he subbed out Mitch for Hartenstein, and then he put Mitch right back right after the Jalen Brunson out of pass turnover with 24 seconds to go, and the game was 122-120. Jalen Brunson turns the ball over. Right at that moment, Tom Thibodeau sprints and says, Mitch, get back in here for Hartenstein. And what happens the very next possession? Trae Young does the alley-oop. And if it wasn't for Mitchell Robinson's athleticism, his length, his height, you saw how high he got on that, and he altered that pass, which caused the turnover. And from there, that was it. And if Tom Thibodeau doesn't make that substitution, I don't know that Hartenstein affects that pass the way that Mitch does. That's a dunk.
No, he can't.
Give credit to Thibodeau there. And there was another play too, right before halftime when it was Quickly and Dante DiVincenzo. Tom Thibodeau yells at Dante to give him a pick. Gets the pick to Quickly allows Quickly to get to the basket. He gets fouled when he got hit. He fell on his back. But that play was called by Thibodeau because Thibodeau knew, okay, Dante's hot. They're really going, you know, they're respecting Dante a little too much. Let me call a play for Quickly to get to the basket. those little nuanced plays. I know people criticize him a lot, but I gotta give him that credit.
Okay.
Give credit. Props to Tom Thibodeau, man. Props to you, coach. Keep doing that though. Wow. Let's go.
TM.
Why you sound like you're like
TM, we got to clip that up. We made history tonight on KFTV. Clip that up. Keep it in the archives. We may need that down the road. Clip that up. Clip that. Clip that soundbite up.
You trying to set me up now?
Clip that soundbite up, TM. We are giving credit to Tom Thibodeau tonight. That's what I like to hear, man.
You trying to set me up? At the first time that I criticized, you're gonna say, just about a week ago. TM, play the clip.
Play the clip.
You just said this about a week ago. It hasn't been 5 games.
Clip it up. Give it to Daniel. Give it to all the producers. And we're going to keep it in the archives. Good points. Hey, there's a fantastic point. Shout out to our coach, Thomas Thibodeau. Okay. All right. We got some people in the chat. I'm about to load some people up. I see Cody Glock on the Discord. But right now, I want to hear from Max from the Britidonks. Max, you calling in on 2 different lines, or did? No,
I think we got it mixed up a little.
Got you. All right, go ahead. You
man call with 2 phones. He's like, if I don't get through with one way, I'm gonna get through the other way.
Yeah.
One way or the next.
CP,
yes,
JD, sir. Great win.
Yeah.
I mean, the King of New York missed a layup at the end.
Yeah.
To cut it to 2.
Trey did miss
a
layup.
No, I couldn't. No, I'm not. Maybe I'm watching a different game, but I could have sworn he missed a wide open layup.
Sure did.
But let's not talk about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was listening to you guys, and I have to disagree with some of your RJ commentary for one reason.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 players on our team that are late bloomers that became all-star level later, and that is Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. Mm-hmm. So now when you go through the history of RJ, you see he was good. He shot good 1 year, 40%, and then he stopped shooting. Then he was good defensively 1 year. Then he was not good defensively.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the year, him playing in Canada, him getting the reps in, where he puts it all together. Not success and growth is not a straight path. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down, and everything. So let's just have that kind of faith.
That's fair.
And JD, I'm the same way with Tibbs. He had a great game, Tibbs. Tibbs had a great rotation. Matter of fact, you know how I knew Tibbs was great? Grimes dropped that ball in the corner when we were doing the crazy stuff at the end. Guess what? He called Dante to the bench. And you know what he said? No, sit back down. It's all right. He caught himself. He's like, oh, I'm overreacting. I'm doing too much right now. It's okay. Let Grimes stay in. After that, I was like, all right, he's good. And you know what? We're a good team. We need to get behind this team. Depth matters in the NBA, and let's just keep on rolling. But remember the RJ thing. Remember, we have 2 players that blossom later.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Max from the Bronx, man. Rate that call in the chat. 1 being trash, 5 being facts. RJ truthers, RJ haters. Where you guys at? How you guys feel about that comment from Max in the Bronx? He said, hey, he's just a late bloomer. Certainly, I can't argue with it. And JD pumping the fists. Sounds like he just got a little bit richer tonight.
120 richer. John Collins just got his 6th rebound.
There you go.
Only the 3rd quarter, baby.
Support our sponsors, man. Go to underdogfantasy.com. Use promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match up to $500. Shout out to our guy, Junior Karoma. Says, Star J proving half the fan base wrong. I'm here for it. Always believed in the kid. Me, TM, and John Talento, including you, CP. Yeah, I'm an RJ guy, but, I want to see, put it all together. Just put it all together. That's it. But I'm encouraged by what I saw over the past couple of games. It's looking good. It's what I feel like he should be adding to his game, and he's doing it. And shout out to our guy Fred Katz of The Athletic, Knicks Insider from The Athletic, friend of the program. On Twitter, he says, I said the same thing last game, and it's happening again tonight. Already multiple passes in this game that I don't think there's any way RJ Barrett would have made last year. Just extra dishes, quick decisions. Process-wise, he really looks like he's improving. And that's it. It's the process. It's how you're going about it. That's what I want to see him change. Don't just be so predictable and telegraphing those drives to the paint, because there's so much more that he can do. And when he's driving to the paint, obviously when 2-3 guys are collapsing on him, because he has the strength to get to the hole and finish if he's on single coverage, so he needs the defense is going to help. There's going to be somebody open. So slow it down, make the pass to the weak side, and hopefully you get another 3-pointer. And that we saw a lot of that tonight. He caught Hartenstein in some nice pick and roll passes. He caught DiVincenzo on a backdoor cut. So just seems like his awareness and decision making overall has improved, and that's overall what I want to see, because I don't know if the shot efficiency is going to be there. We don't know what that's going to be night in and night out. Is he going to be consistently knocking down his threes off of Brunson and Randle passes? Those might not come. But what can get there is, to me, better approaches to the basket, better decision-making, and that's what we've seen so far.
You have to be encouraged for the simple fact that it's happening early. It's happening to start the season.
Yeah.
And that's been one of the biggest frustrations is slow starts, and then he picks it up. The fact that this is after, by the way, a good FIBA performance, right? You saw he beat, Team USA.
Yep.
And then you look at the way that he ended the season, and then he's starting this way. To me, that's literally the only reason why I'm excited, is because it's happening early. Like, so is this the change? Is this a sign of things to come? And that's why I'm excited tomorrow, because tomorrow night you're going up against Brandon Ingram, and that's the beauty of the NBA. CP is the matchups at his position. It never stops. Jason Tatum, I know DeAndre Hunter is a step down, but DeAndre Hunter and him, they've had some battles, especially in the playoffs, where they go at each other. You saw when he hit that mid-range shot on him, and he looked over at DeAndre Hunter. He had some swag in him. Tomorrow night, you're going against some talented players in New Orleans. So let's see if he can keep that going.
True indeed. DeAndre Hunter had a good game tonight. 27 points for the Hawks, 8 of 13 shooting, 3 of 7 from downtown, 6 boards. Led the Hawks in scoring, man.
He always plays well against the Knicks.
Yeah,
he always plays well against the Knicks. He goes over his averages against the Knicks for whatever reason. He just gives us trouble. So I'm not surprised by the game he had for sure.
DeAndre Hunter. There you go. Okay, let's see who is in the chat here with us. Let's go to GB from Queens. GB, what's going on?
Hey, CP, what's going on? JD, what's up? What's up?
How you feeling, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm from Queens. I relocated to Jamaica. I know you came down here a few times. I wanted to try to get up with you.
Okay, but, where in JA you at?
I'm in St. Anne.
All right.
Not far from Montego Bay.
Yeah, of course. Okay, no doubt.
Definitely. Three things. This is going to be a breakout year for RJ.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it. Secondly, I think being that it's a contract year for Quickly, I think he might try to do too much. I think he might try to do too much, and I think he should just try and play into the system.
Mm-hmm.
If you see him tonight, he was taking a lot of shots that, he could have relaxed and made an extra pass.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Okay.
And 3, I don't think that they should break up the bunch for a star, because if you look at how we played Boston and we missed damn near 15 free throws. We can play with anybody. I don't care who it is.
Okay.
The squad we got right now, I see us in the finals, bro.
Wow.
I don't care if we get a star, we're going to deplete the team, and I think we're going to be taking a step backwards.
That island breeze got you feeling nice, man.
If everyone plays good, I think we can stand up to anyone right now. Believe me.
Okay. Island breeze got you feeling good.
Evidently, he didn't watch the Milwaukee Bucks versus Sixers.
Yeah.
Game. Looks like he didn't see Dame time,
Yeah,
right.
I seen Dame, but guess what? We got some pests. We got some pests on our team that I think that they could disrupt this, disgruntled Dame a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Giannis. You know, he's a different animal, but I think we can contain Dame. Any point guard, I think that we have enough guards to run them around and frustrate them, man.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna disagree with you there, Brethren, but I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call.
Still a good call because the optimism is always good energy.
It's always appreciated. It's always appreciated. But then when the car starts swerving and we got to head off the cliff, we got to let him go.
I mean, hey, Bobby Marks doesn't think so either. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Man, Dame looked fantastic last night, bro. He looked fantastic last night, bro. And it was Dame time. How about that? It was Dame time. Like
Game one, just
what the doctor ordered.
He played like a guy that's been waiting for this moment,
right?
Like this type of environment, this type of opportunity to. I mean, because the game he had is really nothing we haven't seen before, but it's the stage has changed for him,
right?
And that's the difference, right? It's a different stage now, and he has that chance. So it doesn't. The way he played, it looks like he can't wait to see more of this. So
yeah.
But you never know, man. Maybe on Knicks Weekly we'll break down some of the tidbits from Scott Perry.
Oh, we absolutely are. Yeah. We absolutely are going to be doing that.
We can run a whole show with everything he said because everybody's talking about that. CP. I got to watch the whole thing. I haven't, but a lot of his clips are floating around, and I think, especially to the fans, CP, that have been, frustrated with the Knicks front office, this regime, in terms of not getting some of that insight. Hey, Scott Perry gave you a lot.
This is it.
Of what Leon Rose might be thinking.
Yeah. Now, we're going to break that down to a T on Sunday, man. We're going to break down all the relevant clips and react to it because, as you said, for a front office that you really don't get much from, Scott Perry got out there and dished a lot. Even though there was a lot of questions I had, we'll see if I can get it in some follow-ups. Maybe he can come on the show. But good job by my guy Mo Moonsey and BJ Armstrong of the Hoop Genius podcast for sure. Good job by those guys. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. CP and JD on the ones and twos. Knicks with a 126-120 victory over the Hawks. We are just taking your phone calls right now. Hearing from the fans, call us up 657-383-1509 or hit us up on the KnicksFanTV Discord. Let's hear from Val from Jersey. Val, how you feeling, man?
Hi, man. It's been a while, man. How you guys doing?
Good.
All right, man. First things first, the reason why RJ is playing so well is because this is the first summer in his career. He's not in a big trade rumor, so he was able to relax, work on his game, and get focused. And my next point, CP, you're in the media. I need you to start this RJ All-Star wave now. By you giving it some legs, ESPN is going to pick it up. The sports writers are going to start getting involved. We need our first homegrown all-star since Porzingis.
Lead the charge,
Please start this narrative.
Well, we got to start with Brunson first, and we got to go out there and vote.
Listen. I agree with Brunson, but guess what? We drafted RJ, okay? Brunson, he's cool. He'll make it, but RJ is going to be our first all-star since Porzingis. Brunson's okay. Yes, he can make it, but our first all-star. Please start the narrative now.
It's up to RJ to sell himself to the fans. And then from there, we got to vote. But he's got to earn it. He's got to earn it.
But I need you to get the legs going so the media could pick it up because I think it's fans, media, and coaches. So you are like one piece to the puzzle. We fans got it in New York. We just need the media to start it. If RJ gets over 24 tomorrow, we need it. We need it. Appreciate you guys, man.
Appreciate it, Val. Appreciate it.
CP, the with the East and West thing, that on a serious note, that might actually help a guy like RJ. I would think, right? Because when they had it all together, now you're looking at Paul George, Kawhi, like you're looking at like all those wings in the West. There's wings in the East too, but I think because I'm assuming they're doing East and West, and that also means you have to be in that conference. To make it.
Yeah.
Which I think cuts out some competition for some players that, because a lot of it, sometimes the popularity contest. So maybe.
Hey.
Maybe.
What I say? Let's see what happens.
They want
tomorrow.
you to use your credentials to start narratives. Let's go.
Right. Well, listen, I have no problem with that. But let's see what happens tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I gotta say, man. Just see what happens tomorrow. After that, we good money, man. You know, we are good money, man. So, once again, salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up button for your boys, CP and JD, on the ones and twos. The Knicks with a 126-120 victory over the Hawks. Good win, man. Good win to get off the snide and bounce back from a tough loss in Boston. Knicks Nation, I want to bring you guys to, I want to show you guys one of our sponsors of tonight, and that is, of course, Manscaped, fellas. We told you guys the new Lawnmower 5.0 is out, and this one is a game changer, fellas. Brand new features. You got a dual temp LED spotlight. Of course, is waterproof. Up to 60 minutes of runtime on your new Lawnmower 5.0. You got a constant RPM motor. Obviously, you do have that LED spotlight, so you can do it in the dark, whatever you're into. You know, no testimonials. It is what it is. But this is the latest and greatest, man. So, gentlemen across the nation, I have an urgent message for you. This episode is brought to you by Manscaped. The brand that took your balls to space is now launching them into the ultrasphere, introducing the Lawnmower 5.0. That's right, man. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. And as usual, man, you know, they have a lot of great packages. But, you can get the Lawnmower 4.0. You can get the Performance Package, which will include the lawnmower, your ball deodorant, your shampoo, conditioner, your body wash, things of that nature. Great packages. So check out the Performance Package 5.0, which includes this and many other great products, man. You get a travel bag as well. So once again, go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Shout out to our friends at Manscaped, man. Once again, no testimonials. You guys know the deal. No testimonials. Just go out there and get it. Xavier Marshall says 60 minutes of runtime is crazy. I'm telling you, man, that thing goes. All you got to do is charge it up one time, and you're good for the year. You know what I'm saying?
I got mine before they came out, so.
Oh, yeah. We got ours early. Yeah, we got ours early.
We got ours early.
Yeah, we got ours early, man. So. There it is.
It's a beauty.
Yeah. Did they send you a handyman?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You guys got these.
I got those too.
Yeah, you got the handyman, a little close shave joint. Get you right. Get that handyman.
I mean, the way they take care of us,
bro,
might not even need to go to the barbershop.
They have everything.
Because they're coming out with everything now.
They started at the bottom, now we here. They moving all the way up to the top, man. Head to toe grooming. Head to toe grooming with Manscaped. So, no reason to be caught lacking. No excuses, fellas. Go ahead and get right. Man. Okay, let's hear. I see Chef on the Discord. I don't know if Chef can hear us. I just loaded him up on the Discord. So, Chef, if you can hear us, go ahead and unmute your mic. We're waiting on Chef.
Hello?
Yep. What's your name? Where you calling in from?
Hey, this is Chef checking in from the Bronx and all that.
How you feeling?
Shout out, I'm good. Shout out to you, CP. Shout out to you, JD.
Appreciate you.
You already know, everybody hit that like button. I just want to paint a picture for y'all, man.
Let's do it.
I just want to paint a picture for y'all. The caller before last said that he was a little out there when he said that we would make it to the finals, but we do match up pretty well with the Milwaukee Bucks as far as length goes. We got Mitchell Robinson. We got Hartenstein coming off the bench. We got Julius. I think that's a better matchup than Joel Embiid defensively. Joel Embiid and Tobias Harris and all that. We got a bunch of pests as far as Dante DiVincenzo. We got Miles McBride. RJ's a pretty good defender. I think we match up pretty well for them. But I made a point in the chat earlier. I said, Julius Randle, in order for us to win a lot of games, Julius Randle has to be a better version of Draymond Green. Just offensively, he's automatically better. But his role needs to not so much be the star guy, the number one scorer, the second scorer. We got Jalen Brunson. We got RJ Barrett for that. Right now, we just need him to rebound, assist, show off that IQ that people say that he's lacking. I think if he's our third best scorer, but facilitating the offense with Josh Hart, Emmanuel Quickly, Dante DiVincenzo, RJ Barrett, Jalen Brunson, a bunch of body movement, a bunch of ball movement. I think that's our best strategy right there to win.
Well, it certainly looked good tonight. Look good tonight, man. The ball movement and the body movement was excellent tonight, and especially in the half court. You know, it wasn't necessarily that they were playing fast, but they were moving well. But the difference between Draymond and Julius is what you just said. It is IQ. And for you talk to a lot of analysts, they think Draymond Green is damn near genius, depending on who you talk to. And so I'm not sure, not to say that Julius will never be that, but it just seems like through his years being in the NBA, it just seems like he doesn't put it all together consistently. And to me, so that's part of the difference between the goods to the greats, or the stars in their role, like a Draymond Green. You know, he's the straw that makes everything work for the Golden State Warriors. So I think for Randle, that's what we've been waiting for a long time, is the ability to make his teammates better. But he just hasn't been able to put that together consistently. So we'll see what happens. Defensively as well. Draymond brings it defensively every night. Julius, hard to say. It's hard to say. $5 super chat from Ari. Shout out to Ari, man. It says Knicks 1-1 and RJ has one efficient game, and now we go into the finals and RJ's going to be an all-star. Bring back the OG high IQ callers. Listen, man, it's the first win of the season. It's Friday night, Ari. People probably sipping like you are. They're feeling good, man. I can't knock it. JD about to pour up another round of the wine. I left the scotch downstairs, so I can't, but I got a little bit left. And I'll get to it, man. Shout out to the Knicks chick. Shout out to the squad, man. Shout out to Chuck D. Shout out to TM. Alex. Everybody rocking with us, man. Shout out to the squad for sure. Okay, let's see who else we got here. Oh, okay. Let's go to him. Let's go to the closer, man. We got another game tomorrow, back-to-back, so this won't be a long show. So we're going to go to the closer tonight. Cody Glock. Back in the building. The star of the season opener commercial, man. Cody Glock was all over that thing. I'll mute your mic, man. How you feeling?
What's up? Can y'all hear me, man?
Loud and clear, man. Let's go.
Yo, good night, y'all. Yo, shout out Manscaped, man. I have zero turnovers because of Manscaped. I take care of my ball profusely with the utmost friction in my mixture.
There you go.
Yo.
There you go. Break it down.
I'm going to say this, man. Yo, man. JD, silly thing. Let me tell you something about Mitchie, because you see Mitchie? Says there's no snitching, man.
There you go.
You see what he did tonight, man.
Mm-hmm.
Capella, he matched his 13 boards, and he got the game-winning defensive stop on. Come on, man. Who doing that but Mitchie it says there's no snitching, man?
There you go.
Who's doing that, man? Nobody doing that. He's a freaking important person, man. Yep. Come on now. Mm-hmm. That's it on Mitchie, man. Yo, again, shout out my little thugs, man. Yo, RJ, I see you, my heart. I always pull through for you, baby. You like my life's charm. Word is born, son. Yo, RJ, another 20-point outing. What you gonna say, man? I was watching it. I damn near shed a tear, man. RJ, is that you, RJ? Are you here? Is that you? I see you, RJ. I see you. Yo, listen, man. Yo, CP, man. That was a tough Manscaped commercial, man. I know you was treading lightly on that one, though, man. Yeah, a lot of package talk, man.
Yeah, there was. Pause. Did you get your 5.0? What you working with right now? The pause, but you got a 4.0, 5.0.
I'm still at the original. I'm about to get to my 5.0. You know, I'm about to, had a Gumby in a little few, Halloween coming around, man. I need to get but that's either here nor there. Let's talk some more Knicks, though, man.
No doubt.
Yo, listen, man. Yo. Dante DiVincenzo,
Mm-hmm.
Dante. Let's talk about him, man. He's getting acclimated. He's doing this thing, man. He's getting acclimated. The redhead is doing stuff for us, man. We going places. Yo, Emmanuel quickly, he had a 6 assist, a 6 rebound game. I don't care about the points as far as that because RJ picked up the slack. Grimes, you got to find it, Lil Thun. I'm still rooting for you. But he picked up, bro. Like, yo, we doing our thing. I don't care if Randle is being a bum and he finally played 6'8" today instead of 6'4" against Drew Holiday. He played 6'8" today, got us his rebounds. We doing our thing. We still the Knicks. We still gonna make a stomp in the Eastern Conference. We gonna have an all-star this year. What more can I say, man? Tomorrow is another dub, man. Knicks Nation, man. Yo, shout out Nikki Pipes, ma.
Yep.
You heard? Mm-hmm. Shout out Nikki Pipes, ma.
Let's do it.
Shout out Chuck D. Shout out Alex. He's not here tonight, but we see you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Shout out CP Free Throws. What more can we say, man? What more can we say, man? Come on, man. It was a good night, man. I'm going to leave on that note, man. Shout out everybody, man.
Let's go.
You already know, man. I'm out, man.
Cody Glock in the building, closing the show. Nah, no doubt. Shout out to Cody Glock, man. There we go. Well, great show, people. I had fun. Knicks got the dub. We had a good night. The scotch was flowing. I'm about to go get round 2. Call wifey up, chop it up, and chill out. You know what I mean? Relax a little bit. Had a good day. We got a little G-Men Jets this weekend, bro. What are you thinking, man? What are you thinking about this, man?
Well, I think the Giants got this game.
Okay.
A lot of fans get caught up in this rivalry. It's never been like that for me.
Yeah.
I've been kind of like a Yankee fan. I've been one of those Yankee fans where I don't mind the Mets. I'm one of those Giants fans. I don't mind the Jets.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get caught up in that trash talk. I'm cool with the Jets. I root for them, to be honest with you, on the side note. But I think the Giants got this game because I think their defense is on another level right now.
Exactly. I agree with you on all points. And like the crosstown rivalry in all New York sports, it's never as intense as your division rivals. You know what I'm saying? Like Yankees Mets, when the Subway Series started, yeah, it was cool to get the bragging rights, but like it's not as like visceral as Yankees Red Sox. It's not as crazy, Jets Giants is not Giants Eagles or Giants Cowboys or Patriots or Patriots Jets. Like it's just different. I would love to see them play every year. I said this on the on the Giants podcast. I would love to see this thing happen every year. Make this a Week 17 game, and really have a passionate fan rivalry there. Make a trophy and everything. I think they should do a battle of New York in New Jersey, whatever. Make it make sense. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that game. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow night's game, man. Knicks versus the Pelicans. We get to see Zion for just the third time. Third time in 5 years. Third time in 5 years. Crazy.
What you got tomorrow, man? You hype? What's up? What's up? What we gonna do tomorrow?
I'm on Zion and Julius to shoot the fair one. On the court. On the court. Who's stopping Zion? Who's gonna get in front of that freight train? Yeah. This is Julius's test, or is it Mitch? Who's taking on Zion tomorrow night? No, well, who's gonna? I mean, Mitch got a tango with Valanciunas.
Yeah.
So this is Julius versus Zion, 1-on-1, head up. I'm with it.
And guess what? It's gonna be a challenge for. Well, let's see, because their starting lineup is C.J. McCollum. They're using Herbert Jones, Brandon Ingram, Valanciunas, and Zion. So it's like I'm guessing they're gonna put CJ on Brunson.
Yes.
And then they're gonna use RJ on Brandon Ingram on RJ.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Or actually, what they are gonna do probably is I would put CJ on Grimes. I'll put Herbert Jones on
probably,
Brunson,
put the wing on
and
Brunson.
Brandon Ingram on RJ.
Yeah. I could see that. I could definitely see that. And they have, what's my guy, the 3-and-D wing? He's on the mend right now. What, he had the meniscus or...
Trey Murphy?
Trey Murphy's still out. All right,
he's out.
How about Quickly versus Alvarado?
Alvarado's gonna be out. He's out though.
Oh, he's out. Okay, all right.
He's out 2 weeks.
Okay, all right.
It's over. It's over for that.
Okay.
Kyra Lewis.
Is okay. All right.
Kyra Lewis Jr.
Quickly versus Kyra Lewis. Okay.
Knicks fans should know who he is because he, during that draft, some Knicks fans wanted him on the draft. So you get a chance to see him. Dyson Daniels.
Tough. Yeah, looking forward to it tonight.
What's your prediction, man? What's your prediction?
Oh, I'm going with the Knicks win, man. We're riding high. Brunson's back in the groove, and that's all I need to know.
Back-to-back road games.
Back-to-back road games. We with it, man. I'm going with a Knick victory, man. Let's go. Let's get it. Shout out to Woolard Johnson. Welcome to the Franchise Channel memberships, man. Corey Mitchell, salute. He says, thank you so much for what you guys do. I appreciate the content every show. Let's go, Knicks. Salute. Shout out to Corey Mitchell, man. Shout out to Ties. Shout out to Rondell Hartley. $10 super chat says, salute CP Star Report. Shout out to my guy Star, the hater. My man Star is on DJ Envy. You know what right now. He's after him heavy right now. My guy Star is on the case. Boy, oh boy, this DJ NBC's opinion stuff is going crazy. And my guy Star is right in the middle of it, man. So shout out to Star. He's after him right now. Shout out to Gary Riker, Franchise Channel member, $10 super chat. Salute to you. Salute to Rhyme Animal Chuck D. Ruler Johnson, $10 super chat says All-Star RJ. Salute. Shout out to King Speech. And shout out to Ari once again. Ladies and gentlemen, remember that these shows are available in audio podcast format. No reason to miss it, man. If you miss it, tap into one of the major podcast platforms and you can catch us. Leave us a review, share the video, like, subscribe. All those things help us grow our channel, and it goes a long way. Every person that comes in here taps into the algorithm. The algorithm taps into another person out there that hasn't been here before. So it all goes hand in hand. So your support is really appreciated. Not just watching, but make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Also, we'll see you guys tomorrow for Post Game Live. And support our sponsors, man. Go to manscaped.com. Use promo code KFTV for 20% off plus free shipping. Go to underdogfantasy.com. Use promo code KFTV for an instant deposit match of up to $100. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, a blockbuster event on Thursday, November 9th, man. Jalen Brunson meet and greet hosted by CP the Franchise, man. And that will be at Dave & Buster's at the Palisades Center in West Nyack, New York, 7 p.m. on Thursday, November 9th. And Brunson will be signing autographs and taking pictures with the fans. So you got to get your tickets, man. Go to halloffamesignings.com to get your tickets. The Franchise and Brunson. Let's go, man. Gonna be a great night. Shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Mike Elite for putting the event together. And shout out to Farzano Law Firm for backing us and always supporting KFTV, man. So, JD, great show, man. We'll see you tomorrow. And everybody else, enjoy the weekend, man. Let's go, Knicks. Great win. We out of here, man. Great show as usual, man. Peace.
Go Knicks.